Hey y'all, John here with J.VENT Outdoors. So a while back I had won a raffle, I think from my buddy Josh over at Tattooed and Tactical, as a matter of fact. And in that raffle it included this Rothco water bottle survival kit. So I wanted to run down a few things that are in here, whether y'all think and I personally think if it's a decent survival kit or not. And what other things we may want to add. I'll give you some price points on it as well. So let's check it out. Alright, so first y'all notice that it does come with a 1,000 milliliter Nalgene bottle. Right off the back, Nalgene bottles are very cool to have for water transport and carrying. It's not going to be too good if you need to purify any type of water unless you have tabs or something like that. Boiling, I would not suggest boiling in a Nalgene bottle. Alright, so the list says that it comes with a 80 millimeter carabiner, 5-in-1 compass with a whistle flint, compass, mirror, waterproof capsule, etc. An emergency blanket, an emergency poncho, an aluminum carabiner with compass, LED lights, and batteries. Okay. A multi-tool with knife and scissors, a non-woven towel, band-aids, a sewing kit, paracord, and so let's check it out. Alright, so the first thing we got here, paracord. Alright, it does look like 550 cord. Let me check the strands here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so we got the 7-strand 550 cord here. And how much did they say? Approximately 33 feet. So that's always good to have. Cordage is your friend out in the wild, in the wilderness. You can use it for a lot of things. Definitely a plus and a must-have if possible. I've always got my bracelet on, and most of my gear has some type of paracord tucked in it, wrapped around it somewhere, so always good for a survival kit. Alright, the next thing here, we've got this multi-compass. Right, so I know where I live.
I know where north is
in comparison to myself. I am currently, turn backwards, I'm currently facing south. So let's see here, I do have south pointing west, north, east.
It seems like it's working. I'll definitely have to test it out for real and make sure that it is true north on there, but it seems to be doing pretty decent. There is a small little flint bar on the side here. You can barely see it. It's very small. And if you have a knife that has a 90 degree, you might, yeah, there you go. So you could definitely get some sparks. There is a dry storage area in here as well, and a little reflective mirror for signaling, and there is a whistle as well. Alright. My only issue would probably be that the way that I pack things and throw my pack on the ground, if this is in a bad spot, it's going to get cracked and broken, just knowing how I handle things. I probably want something a little more heavy duty when it comes to a compass especially, but always good as a backup and an emergency kit. Alright, so bandages or band-aids, they gave you 2. Those. Alright, next thing is an emergency blanket. You never go wrong with these. I throw these in all of my bags. This one doesn't really want to come out of here. Seems to want to be a pain. There we go. Alright. So an emergency blanket, help reflect some body heat back onto you if needed. You could also use this as a temporary shelter. Lots of different uses. You could also use this for signaling, trapping and holding water, etc., etc. Always a plus, like I said. Okay. Next thing is this non-woven compressed towel. Add a little bit of water to it, it expands open, and it's pretty much a one-time use deal. Alright, the little carabiner that comes in here, it also has a little compass on it as well. Seems to, it's decent. It's the aluminum, it's got a light on the end. Can never go wrong with carabiners. I have a ton of them, I use them for everything. Another must-have plus. Alright, the next thing in here is this little multi-tool. I guess it's kind of like a generic cheap version of the SAC, or the Swiss Army knife, Victorinox. It does have a little file, a little knife, a little set of scissors. Let me see, I got some paper over here. Let's see if the scissors cut. Yeah, I mean, they cut well enough. That would work. And then the knife here. Yeah, I figured the knife wouldn't be really too sharp, but if you really needed to use it for something, I'm sure you could. Alright, there's a nice little mini sewing kit here. A few bits of thread, buttons, needle, and safety pin. And then lastly, an emergency poncho. Alright, this poncho is a little bit thicker than some of the cheaper ones. I usually go and buy the $1 ponchos. And this is a Rothco poncho, is it not? Nope, it just says emergency poncho, so I'm not going to say it's a Rothco poncho or anything like that. Alright, so again we got the emergency poncho, emergency blanket, the multi-whistle with flint and compass, the multi-tool knife, aluminum carabiner with light, compressed towel, sewing kit, 2 band-aids, and the 550 cord. So out of all of these, of course, my favorite things are the emergency blanket. I love these things. 550 cord and an Nalgene bottle. Those alone, I will probably definitely use for an emergency kit or just in general. I don't know if I'm going to turn this into an actual emergency kit or not. You can buy these through Rothco, and their website, I'll put it in the description box down below. They want, I believe it was $35.99 plus shipping for their emergency kit. You can find it on Amazon for about 25 bucks. I'll also put a link for Amazon's bottle as well in the description box down below. I personally, I would make this myself. I'd go out, buy the Nalgene bottle and everything else separate. Reason being is that you may, not even say may, you're going to spend less than buying this kit alone. The emergency ponchos, like I said, yes, this one's a little bit thicker than the ones I get, but you can get them for $1. The compressed towels, you can get these like a 5-pack for like $1.50. You find these multi-compass whistles all the time for anywhere from $1 to $2. Aluminum carabiners, I mean, yeah, this one has a light on it, but the type of light that's on here, you could go and buy one from the Dollar Tree, an actual light with the same battery and LED light on there for $1, and you could probably get a 3-pack of carabiners as well. I wouldn't say the carabiners are as great, but you could go to Walmart and get, you know, a couple of carabiners for $1 or $2. The multi-knife, I would definitely say that this is a dollar store novelty item in my personal opinion. There are better knives out there that you can find. Bandages, you can buy a 10 to 100 pack from the Dollar Tree of these same type of bandages, multi-sizes. You can get a whole sewing kit from the Dollar Tree as well. That's going to give you more than that. Your emergency blanket, that's going to cost you a little bit more. You can buy them in bulk for cheap, but if you buy just one, you're probably looking at about $2 a piece. And then your 550 cord, you're looking at between $2 to $3 for 25 to 30 feet. You can probably get 50 feet for $3. So, you know, let's say you find a Nalgene bottle, and let's say that costs you anywhere from, you know, $5 to $10. We'll just say 10 on the high side. 3 for the cord. So we're at 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. $22. And when you buy all of this other stuff, you're going to get way more of it. Like I said, you're probably going to get about 50 feet of cord versus 30. You're going to get about 100 bandages. You're going to get 10 times as much sewing material. You'll probably only get one of the emergency blankets. You'll get 1 or 2 ponchos. You'll get a bunch of carabiners. I personally would put it together myself. I would also throw in some type of a fire system, some type of tinder, something to be able to get a fire started. Yes, this small little flint's going to spark, but it's going to be very difficult on this little thing. I would definitely make sure you got something more in there, maybe a bigger steel, excuse me, maybe a bigger ferrocerium rod or something like that. There's plenty of room in this Nalgene bottle. Also, I would probably throw in some type of meds versus, or instead of just the bandages, you know, maybe some ibuprofen, aspirin, something like that, just in case somebody is injured and you may need to dull some pain. There's lots of other things that you can add and make your own touches on these. So, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and turn this one into an emergency kit. What else do y'all think that I should add to this kit itself in order to make it an efficient kit for, let's say, my truck? I'm going to throw this one into my truck, and this will be my truck emergency kit. Tell me what else you think I should throw in there other than what I've already suggested. I'm definitely going to beef it up a little bit, and I'll do a follow-up video once I hear y'all suggestions and show y'all what I've done. So again, in the comments down below, let me know. I've put the information for the Rothco emergency kit in the description box down below. And as always, I'm John with J.VENT Outdoors. Until next time, be prepared, be safe, be alive, and be happy. Later, y'all.